Welcome to the GCNTech show.
This week, the UCI has no jurisdiction in Belgium.
Plus, in hot tech, we have fancy new hubs, we have new Pinarellos, we have some carbon fibre rotors, we have the bike of the new gravel world champion, plus we have a competition and, of course, Zwift Racing League updates.
Jam-packed.
It is jam-packed, but there's no jam.
This week we're discussing why the UCI has no jurisdiction in Belgium. Now this basically comes about because the UCI just started banning everything because they want to make the sport of cycling safer. Or so they say. Anyway, then roll on, and part of the thing was they introduced gear restrictions, okay?
Yeah.
And SRAM were not happy about this, so SRAM said, we're going to sue the UCI.
Yeah,
and so then they started legal proceedings against the UCI, and basically, in Belgium, a Belgian court acting on behalf of the BCA, which is the Belgian Cycling Authority, has ruled against the UCI and said, no, you're in favour of SRAM, so no, your gear restriction rules don't apply here.
Now, this is actually a massive deal for a number of different reasons, which we'll get onto shortly. But first thing, shall we discuss what this actually means in terms of gearing for people's bikes first?
Yeah.
So, the restriction, I believe, is the biggest gear you can have is a 54 and an 11 tooth at the back. And this is why SRAM will understandably upset, because their entire range is revolving around the 10 tooth sprocket, which means SRAM riders would have to use their 12 speed group sets set up as 11 speed and use a gear ratio that was suboptimal.
Yeah, essentially, because the reason why is it seems a bit counterintuitive, but a 5411 is actually a smaller gear than a 5010.
Yes.
And so that means that you wouldn't even be able to use a 5010. But a lot of the SRAM-sponsored teams, such as Lidl Trek, you see like on Mads Pedersen's bike, he's using much bigger chain rings than that. So his biggest gear is actually way bigger than that, routinely day in, day out. So it's seen as very restrictive for the SRAM riders. And it's, well, the main thing is they've done this, the UCI has done this because they think they need to make the sport safer, and that's how they think they're going to do it.
Well, they do need to make cycling safer. I totally agree with that. This might not necessarily be the way, though, as we're kind of discussing, right?
Yeah, and so the main reason why the court has overruled SRAM here is because they've temporarily suspended it. That's what we need to get the wording right.
Temporary.
Yeah, and they've done it on the basis of proportionality, objectivity, transparency, and non-discrimination. So what they're saying is that the UCI's decree that you can't use anything other than bigger than a 5411 is basically discriminatory and is not based on objectivity. And it's the reason for that is there's no evidence that they've presented as to the fact that it does make it safer or any danger posed by different gear ratios.
Yeah.
They've done it as we've suspected and basically said in all the shows about them banning everything. Yeah. They've just done it on a whim. It's, you need proper investigation as to and data to actually look at, and statistics to look at what actually causes crashes in races.
Well, I think that also the main thing here is, especially if you're gonna, I'm all up for trying different things to try and make bike races safer, but it needs to affect everybody equally. This is the big point that the SRAM were really upset about, understandably.
It unequally affects SRAM rather than Shimano.
And I think I said this at the start, I'm on board with it. If you want to change stuff, change it for everybody, keep things even.
Yeah. But it just, but even the application of the rule is not well thought out. It's just a blanket, 5411's the maximum.
We decided.
Yeah, and they haven't even thought that out and the implications of what that would be. A lot of it is just the UCI having a whim, basically.
Yeah.
And this represents a major PR win for SRAM, undoubtedly. And I think also you've got to say it does set a precedent for future 100%. Disputes because, well, a lot of other brands are worried because of the UCI's whimsical, we're banning helmets, we're banning wheel depths. And
Well,
it's like,
I'll tell you what first springs to mind is an example of this. Remember the news article a little while back of all of the riders at the start, I can't remember what stage it was, started in Nice, when they tried to use this new shoe and pedal system. They all had to run around borrowing shoes and pedals because the UCI were like, no, you can't use
the
those.
equine pedals. Yeah.
Whereas now, I feel like this almost opens the floodgates for brands to really push back a lot against some of the regulation changes that the UCI want to inform on the sport.
It's good because the handlebar rules, I know there's been a big struggle with brands fighting that and bike brands fighting that, because that was the same. It's just done on a whim with no proper thinking or consultation. You know, silly.
Yeah. I mean, because you feel particularly passionate about it because you are someone that's data driven. So you're like, how could you choose something if it's not, you've not got the results to back up? And
well, look at the information.
This
is a scientific process. If you have a hypothesis, this makes the sport more dangerous.
Yeah.
You don't then go, oh, right, well, therefore we conclude it makes it more dangerous. You go, right, well, we have a hypothesis. Now we test the hypothesis. We come up with an experiment to gather the information that we require in order to answer that question or to try to answer that question.
Unfortunately,
that's science.
Yeah, unfortunately, the thing that I think lots of people would perhaps say is making racing most dangerous is also the thing that's most difficult to sort out, which is things like road furniture, infrastructure, the layout of towns and finish locations. And that's not easy to change either.
Anything worth achieving isn't easy, Alex.
Heard it here first.
Anyway, but I think it does represent a loss of authority for the UCI, which is also like making me think of. Do you remember in South Park when Cartman was like put in charge, and he was just going around going like, "Respect my authority."
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. The UCI's. Respect my authority.
Could you just do me a favour and do one of those impressions once more?
No. So anyway,
we can play it back. Don't worry.
Straight down the camera.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. I think this is a positive step because it will hopefully force the UCI to rethink how it goes about banning things.
I think anything that challenges someone ultimately to try to do a better job is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, it might seem frustrating at the time or maybe a temporary backward step, and the UCI understandably going to be put out by this, but ultimately everyone wants to make bike racing as safe as possible. That's the end goal for everyone.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can all go about it in the most effective, transparent, data-driven way.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with other countries now. You know, if, say, British Cycling, for example, go, actually, no, you can use SRAM. Yeah,
well, there's other aspects that I think people are going to start to look at and go, well, maybe we can really start lobbying for this. I don't know. Well, get involved in the comments section down below. Do you agree with the court ruling? Do you think there's other areas of the sport where we should have some changes implemented? And should lawyers and things like this get involved? I don't know. It's kind of a bit mad.
Let's move on to hot tech.
Yes. Okay. Firstly, in hot tech, should we mention we've got a cool video coming out this weekend where Owen was at our Bespoked for us from GMBN.
Owen from GMBN. We couldn't make it, but he went over to Dresden in Deutschland for the Bespoked show. So you will have maybe seen the Bespoked show feature on the channel before, but the English version, they do one in Germany now. Yeah. And it's just everything you'd expect. Loads of dudes with like long hair and beards, talking about their favourite craft beers in flannel shirts, making really cool Bespoked bikes, mainly out of steel. But it's amazing. There's some amazing cool stuff there.
Great summary of that there. I really
That's basically what it is.
Well, if you want to see the video, subscribe to GCNTech, turn your notifications on, and
it'll be
out
good.
The weekend.
It'll be good.
Right, let's talk about hubs next, because these bad boys are absolutely off the charts. These were sent in to us here at GCN Megabase a week or so ago, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I had them hidden on my desk. You didn't see them until I showed you them this morning. You said, where the hell have you had those hiding?
Yeah.
You were looking for them.
I was going to put them in the show last week. Absolutely phenomenal though. So these are the new hubs from Tactic. They're the TR01 V2. So replacing the V1.
Oh, I see what you did there.
So they do two ones, the TR01 and the TR02. Basically, the TR01 is the top of the range, lightest, amazing hub. But these things are ridiculously light. Have you got the weights?
Yeah, I do. Of course, I've got the stats in front of me. So these are the V2 ones, okay?
Yeah. While you do that, I'm going to take one apart because I want to show the ratchet. Because it's blooming cool.
Ollie's going to take one apart in the middle of the show. Fantastic. So these are the V2 hubs, which use straight pull spokes and hybrid ceramic bearings. The front one, get this right, weighs 68 grams. The rear one, which Ollie's holding there. Could you confirm what free hub body is on there? Shimano?
Yeah.
That exact one is 139 grams. It's absolutely mind-blowing. While you faff around with that, I'm going to tell everyone about the hubs. So, new helical drive system for the ratchet system here. You're having an absolute nightmare there, aren't you?
I got it. You keep going.
Yeah, he's got it. Helical drive ratchet system, which is an update and improvement over the V1 hubs. Tooth count for the ratchet ring has been improved or increased from 45 tooth to 60 tooth. Plus, there is a ratchet upgrade kit for the V1 hubs. The hub shells, the free hub bodies, and the ratchets are machined from billet 70 series aluminium in Germany, where the Bespoked show is taking place, and final assembly in the EU and USA. And as we mentioned earlier, there's a TR01 V2 hub, which uses straight pull spokes, hybrid ceramic bearings, and then the V2 hubs are J-bend and use steel spokes.
I can't do it because I need it. I was trying.
What does that not surprise me?
No, I was trying to do it with an Allen key, but I need a
different one.
thing in here. I need a
Need a
Torx.
different one.
There's talks on that.
Oh yeah, there's
Where?
talks there.
Green one.
Green.
Oh yeah. Colourblind, couldn't see the green.
Oh, you can't use that joke anymore.
It's not a joke.
See parts of
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop failing to acknowledge my disability, my hidden disability.
Don't say that.
It is.
Also, well, I'm going to have to just fill dead space now while Ollie's doing this. Tactic have also launched some super lightweight centre lock, disc brake lock rings, 6.2 grams each. Oh, you actually have made some good progress there. That's going to be threaded, I reckon. A few moments later.
That's it.
Oh, there we go. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Shots fired over there. What's that? Just a crucial piece?
Sort of cap.
Oh, just the main bit that holds it all together. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but look at that.
Oh, okay, that's actually mental.
Yeah, right?
Jokes aside, I'm actually really
This is
glad.
actually
I'm
amazing,
glad you
right?
took that far because that's cool.
So, the reason why I wanted to get those apart is to show you inside, because these are blooming amazing, and you can also see partly how they're so light. And
Yeah,
this
okay.
is so cool. So, you remember that, like, the DT Swiss ratchet patents expired earlier this year?
Yeah.
And so we've seen now people using similar designs.
Ratchet hubs everywhere.
But this has just taken it to another level. So you've got the two sort of ratchet plates, but in a DT Swiss hub, they're like two separate pieces that go in there. This is way lighter, but the ingenious thing is like incorporating it into the free hub body with the ratchet there. And so then
That's blooming lovely.
it's clever. But it's also, I love like the anodized finish on it, but this is it's so satisfying.
There is no need
Love
for the
it.
bit inside to be purple, but it warms my heart, like knowing that the bit inside is that colour.
I knew you'd like that.
Yeah, that's blooming great.
Blooming cool. Love like nice hubs.
Talking of cool colours, actually, Pinarello have just launched a bunch of new colours for the Dogma,
I did see
for the
these.
X Series bikes. This is blooming cool as well. So we now have Starry Red Shiny, Luxor Sky Shiny, and Black Gold Matte. I've actually put a couple of screen grabs here of the colours of these.
I know, yeah.
They look blooming cool.
The black gold is really cool, and it's funny how things go in trends, because now we're seeing like they've got like the Orbeyas that have just come in that are similar. It's like, is that the new thing that people are going to want?
They're like foily, shiny logos.
Yeah, but
I love that stuff.
I do prefer the copper on the matte gold, like on the Orbea that I've got.
Yeah.
Just because I think the gold's just a bit too. It's a bit less bright. It's a bit less.
Bit too out there for you, is it, the gold?
It's a stronger contrast, isn't it? But,
The X Series bikes, I haven't actually had the luxury of riding one properly yet, have you?
No.
No, I would be keen to try one. So the Dogma X is inspired for riders who enjoy longer days in the saddle, and the X stays and unprecedented tyre clearance is really what that bike's all about. Trying to give you that blend of like proper road bike performance, but all day comfort and geometry.
Anyway, what we are, Gravel Worlds.
Yeah, moving on from your hub demonstration, Gravel World Champs. So I was out at the Gravel Worlds at the weekend supporting Dan. I also made a hot tech video, so if you haven't seen that, please do go check it out. But what I wanted to just talk about briefly was the absolute stroke of genius and luck that I had by managing to film Florian Vermeersch's bike the day before he then went on to become Gravel World Champion in the elite men's
You
category.
bought a lottery ticket this week.
If I haven't, but I probably should because I'm assuming I just win.
Yeah. Pretty cool. What was...
What surprised me about it, honestly, though, well, if you've seen the video, you understand some of these bits, but almost what I would describe as bog standard road bike gearing.
Really?
Like, obviously, Shimano Dura-Ace is not bog standard, but in terms of the ratios, 54
Well, it's not for you.
Yeah, standard stuff. 54 tooth chainring up front, 1134 cassette. He had his MV road wheels in. He chose to use road wheels. And
They're really wide, though.
yeah, they
So
are.
you can,
They are
like-
wide. It was cool. Also, I spotted what seems to be a new Campagnolo gravel group set.
They're going for it, aren't they?
Yeah, they are really going for it at the moment. But talking about group set tech, actually, over on our mountain bike channel, GMBN, there was a mega video out of the weekend looking at the history and evolution of mountain biking and how Shimano XTR has really helped drive a lot of that innovation and tech that we're familiar with today. And I actually managed to watch it at the weekend. I've got to say, it's mega insightful stuff in there, all the history and stuff. Now, as someone that comes from a mountain bike background, I absolutely loved it. So
I think
if that's your thing, I'd say check it out.
I would say check it out. I think as well, because you won't realise how much of the tech that we now take for granted on road group sets actually came from XTR.
Don't give too much to mountain bikers.
Oh, okay, I won't. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, we'll claim that for road. It was a cool story nonetheless. So please do check that out. Rotors I want to talk about.
Oh yeah, oh bloody hell.
Don't say it like that.
Oh god.
Right, so obviously I was talking about carbon ceramic brake rotors a little while ago on the channel. My main man Brian has hooked me up here.
Thanks, Brian.
So in my video, I discussed the Kettle Cycles Kickstarter program with the carbon fibre rotors that they had. Brian emailed me and was like, hey, I've got some of the rotors. He's hooked me up. He sent them in. Keep your eyes peeled because I'm going to get these bad boys on a bike and I'm going to test them out. I find out. I don't know.
Nice.
I go to the top of the hill and find out.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We've got a competition as
Yes.
well this week. So this is your chance to win a HOVERAIR X1 drone.
Love this.
Have you used it yet?
I haven't had the chance of using it yet.
Si and I were in Denmark and we used one there.
Yeah.
We also used one when we filmed some of the hill climb vid. It was out the weekend.
Yeah.
I've used them in a few other times and they're blooming cool.
This tech blows my mind, honestly.
So they're like 60 grams. It's like you fold it up, you put it in your pocket, take it anywhere. It's easy to have on a ride. It fits in a jersey pocket. It's amazing. It'll follow you. Blooming cool. Anyway,
competition.
If you want to win one, right?
We've got a link in the description down below to win a HOVERAIR X1 Pro Max cycling bundle. The competition is only open to people in the UK and Europe, so bear that in mind. Entries close at 10 BST, Friday 24th of October. Winners will be announced on the GCN show from Tuesday the 28th of October. Make sure you read all the rules about the competition as well. Super important. And then finally, Zwift Racing League roundup, shall we?
Yeah.
How's your team getting on? How's the banter in the group?
My
The morale?
team has been doing great.
Yeah.
So, Jenny on my team, she won.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair play.
And she had some champagne to celebrate.
As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Which
How's
was really
your team sitting in the league table? I'm just trying to look now. Team Ollie, 6th.
Well, they're doing all right, but they did really well this week.
It's bumped them up.
Yeah.
Got to bump up those numbers.
Yeah, my team doing good.
Would you do me a favour and ask how my team are getting on?
Not really that bothered about your team.
I'm going to tell you anyway. First, now that you mention it,
Yeah.
what was cool actually is seeing how, especially in some of the events that are a bit more team orientated, how you're getting all these people to bond together and gel and get on with Zwift and do a good team performance.
That is
Like
really
it.
cool.
As always,
good, isn't it?
more hot tech next week.
It's good
shall
seeing people making friends doing Zwift and doing teams and stuff.
That's what it's all about. We'll now move on to comments of the week. These are the comments that you've been leaving underneath our videos and we picked out some of our favourites.
Yeah, so the first comments I've got are from the dirty versus clean chain video
Yeah,
that we
this.
did with ceramic speed. And Stoty Stote says, my main motivation for a clean bike is minimising wear, keeping the cost and inconvenience of new gears far away. A lot of people agreed with that. I was like 270 likes, thumbs up on that comment.
Good.
I think I agree. Wear is like a massive one.
It makes so much sense.
I find like chains and cassettes like just last indefinitely. when I'm waxing them and rotating them.
Yeah, if you look after stuff, it's going to last you a blooming long time, and of course use the right products and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do think though that the difference in that video, it's like it surprised us, and I think it should have been like bigger, but I don't think we realised that the chain that we used just wasn't as dirty as what we thought. Plus, it did have a really good lube on it, which it wasn't said in the video, but it was like circa synergetic. So
yeah, I think
like
that's a
the
good
best
point.
performing wet lube there is, like pretty much.
Yeah, or it's just Side did too good of a job actually looking after his chain for once.
Well, yeah,
surprised both of us.
Yeah, but the other big thing to point out from that video is after we then they tested the chain, like the wear on it, and it was just like at the end of the experiment, the worn chain that then we poured sand on was destroyed.
Really?
So that's expensive. Like you've just killed a chain. Like if
components are expensive these days.
Yeah,
More
and
so
like
than
then
ever.
you're knackering cassettes and all sorts. So yeah, like the cost is just
Pastor Mystic says that dirty chain is way too clean. As a bike mechanic, that looks about average for most bikes that come in. A decent amount look far worse and covered in a greasy mess. Good point.
Yeah, I think like definitely could have had like more of a worst case scenario than that. And,
Why Sam says this is one of the best tech videos in a long time. Love it. More of this, please. Stephen Russell C8V says, I'm glad I get to read this one out. Let me just clear my throat.
Oh no, so this was under a different vid. This was under your hot tech vid.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Alex is moving up the charts to become my favourite GCN presenter. Such good humour and all-round good vibes.
So, although you like that comment, let's just read in between the lines of what that means.
Don't be that
Moving up the charts means you were pretty low down, probably at the bottom.
I don't care, I'll take it.
And moving up the charts, he doesn't say top of the charts. So you're still
Not at the top.
He thought you were really
No,
and
just less.
rubbish.
Yeah.
And now he just thinks you're a bit less rubbish than he thought you were.
I'll take it.
Thanks, Stephen Russell.
Yeah,
thanks for that.
Yeah. I'll add Stephen onto my Christmas card list, thanks.
Yeah, Leighton Davies, also on your gravel hot tech vid.
Yeah.
He said 2 years ago, I had zero interest in gravel. Hired a gravel bike on holidays in June 24, bought a gravel bike July 24, and now salivating over the mere mention of gravel on here. Sounds a little bit weird.
I don't want to think about someone salivating over gravel.
I know, yeah.
That's a bit weird.
It is weird. But yeah, glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm glad. There was quite a lot of people also, how can we say this? A little bit put out that they felt that the Gravel World Championships wasn't gravelly enough.
It was a lot of road riding.
There was a lot of road, but this is the beauty of gravel. It can be whatever you want it to be. And the UCI decided for that day that was the right amount of gravel.
It's going to be mainly road.
Right, more hot tech next week. Let's move on to the bike vault. You kick us off, Ollie. Give us an intro.
So, Bike Vault. We judge your bikes to be nice or super nice. You can submit your bikes using the link in the description below, the uploader. And if they're super nice, Alex will ring the bell. So, first up this week, we have got
Gubbins and Dirty Grail. Just ridden the 1,060 kilometres Munda Biddy Trail.
I have no idea where the Munda Biddy Trail is.
Nope.
I'm going to find out where the
Please
Munda Biddy
do.
Trail is. It is. Where is it? Where on earth is it?
This is like, while you're doing
Google,
that,
what are you doing? You're rubbish.
There's a lot of infractions going on here for the bike vault. Lent up against a wall, the bike is dirty. There is lots of gubbins on here. In fact, the entire...
It's in Western Australia.
Yeah? Couldn't tell from your accent, actually.
There we go.
Is this the biggest frame bag you've ever seen in your entire life?
Wow. It's like a torpedo.
Yeah. No, I'm on about a frame bag, not the rack one. This one, it feels the entire frame.
Oh, blimey heck. I was looking at the saddle pack's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is even bigger than Connor's.
Yeah, I know. Not very often people say that. Right. I'm going to super nice it.
I'm going to super nice
See,
that.
why the
That's
hell
cool.
not? Super nice. FL with a Cat 9 built up with some somewhat modern components.
7.4 kilograms, including pedals.
Durace crankset. God, you had me at that.
Look at all those pumpkins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that one is a super nice. It's got Windspace Hyper wheels on it as well. I think they look really smart.
Bit of sunlight glistening on those carbon rims.
And that's my favourite edition of Jura Ace crankset.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
What's your Jura Ace cranksets? We know.
No, that series. Is it 90,000 or 9100?
You enjoy that? You like that one, do you?
Yeah, that's my best one.
Okay.
Love that.
How many of those do you have?
I don't have any of that group set or crank. No, that's actually quite upsetting. I'm gonna have to
I
go
think we
and
can
hunt for that.
super nice this one because that is a really cool bike.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Rudy next. Not the bike you want, but the bike you need, mostly with practical upgrades. Yes, subtract points for the background, but life is what it is. I like it.
I don't understand the necessity of the strap holding the wheel to the down tube.
It does feel a bit unnecessary, and you could have at least just taken it off to take the picture.
Yeah.
We're going to have to dock points for that. I've got a question to ask you, actually. What are your thoughts on the wheel rims with that kind of design? I'm 50-50.
So they're the ones that are the light bicycle ones, aren't they? That our mate Oleg from Twisted Wheels, he loves these.
He loves them.
He puts them on a lot of builds, so they are very light. Yeah, there's a lot. They're quite busy, aren't they? They look quite cool.
Yeah.
I feel the same. I'm like on the fence.
All right, what about the bike then?
I mean, it's blooming cool. Those tyres are bloody big, aren't they? What are they? 32mm GP5000s. With those tan walls, they look bloody cool.
Yeah.
I really like that. I think that is a really nice looking bike, but it's just presented. That background's terrible. You could have just taken it outside and put it up against a wall and it would have been better than that.
Yeah, terrible. Sorry, it's nice.
Nice.
Joe P next with a Rondo Hood.
Yeah.
Hope you like my Rondo Hood with some upgraded zip part. Thanks for the show.
So I rode one of these once with
Did you?
Hank in Poland.
Oh, okay.
We cycled to hell and back.
Did you have a good time? Cycling to hell and back?
Yeah, I mean, hell's not what it sounds like.
Okay.
I think that's really cool. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Also, is there a shadow stand there?
There potentially could be.
I can't see because it's invisible.
Aero water bottles, I'm on the fence with.
No.
Like
Actually, no. They're abominations. I hadn't spotted those. No. I can't let that slip through with those things on there.
No? Yeah, they're there. I'm sorry. No. Nice.
It's a nice. I'm not feeling that.
Who have we got next?
Jim from Pasadena, California.
Does it say where they're from in the description?
From Pasadena, California.
Great.
But he's got a Parley Z0 AR.
Is it a Z0 AR?
Well, if you're American, it's a Z0, but we invented the English alphabet, and it's Z, so
Yeah. Z0.
Case closed.
Yeah.
Z0.
Yeah, great. Designed to be an all-day road bike for big adventures in the mountains. Chose every part on the bike.
It's pretty cool. That looks great there, doesn't it? Mount Wilson, that is.
A lot of references to designating his bike as a female.
Yeah?
Yeah, not something we often see anymore.
Gendered.
Yeah, I don't really...
Gendered bikes.
Not for me. I prefer to look at them as objects, the bikes.
Well...
I wouldn't ever call the bike a he or a
Well,
she.
Our colleagues in all of the countries around Europe...
Yeah.
GCN, Auf Deutsch, GCN... Italia, Francais, Espanol, all gendered, mate. All gendered languages, innit?
Yeah.
We're the odd ones out here.
We are the odd ones out, okay, I'll take that. I gotta say, I feel like this could be such an amazing bike. It's just really poorly presented and backlit.
Yes. It doesn't really... It's a bit messy, isn't it? I mean, this...
Jim, we need more.
I just think that is a super bike. They are exquisite bikes.
Yeah. It's sorry.
It's not presented in a way that makes it look special.
No, I'm upset.
The background's blooming lovely, though. Oh, that's really nice. A bit of cloud inversion.
Didn't have to apologise for that background.
No.
Stuart, 11-2020, with a Merida Sculptura team having a holiday at the Lighthouse at Cap Formula.
You didn't even need to tell us that's where it was, as we both knew.
We would have guessed that.
We've been there many times.
It.
Yeah.
I like it. Other than its length on the rocks, which breaks my heart
Oh,
slightly.
I could scratch it quite easily there, but I think it's on the pedal. On the edge of the pedal is okay. But it is a precarious location.
Right,
That's
so last
really
one,
nice
what are we
bike.
thinking?
I think we can super nice that one. That's
Yeah?
good. Yeah. Yeah.
Wheels are not quite aligned, but I'll super nice it. We'll let it slide.
I think that's really nice. I think it's because I've got friends who are in Mallorca right now. I've got a bit of
Jealous.
FOMO and that's
Same, mate.
reminding me of how nice it is there.
All right, that was the last bike of this week's Bike Bowl, and it means this week's GCNTech show has drawn to a close. As always, please do get involved in the comment section down below. I'm keen to hear your thoughts on the UCI's lack of jurisdiction in Belgium that we've discussed at the start of the show. And as always, we'll pick out our favourite comments. We're out there. Love you, bye.